Hello, it is Tigris again, and I have the game for you, the game from Iglo. I will review the game between dalock and doremix. Dalock was black and doremix was white. At the beginning, players just played some Josakis, and those Josakis are fine. This is also fine to play this Josaki. This is also fine, and then black played the move c13. And for some players it might not look like a big move, but it is very important. After this move, it is much harder for white stones here to get some strength, leaning on the group. So we need to be a bit more careful. Now it is important to add a move on the side. Normally, white does not need to add a move on the side because we are already strong. We can lean on the black group, and in some possible scenarios, we can just maybe exchange the sides like that, for example. And if we exchange, then this stone at h16 will be a bit wasted. So we don't really do that. But after the move here, this is important to add a move there. So the c13 stone is very important. We add it really fast. It is similar to the sequence where we have something like that. Also, this Atari and, for example, descent is very important to play. This is also very big. But why play it here? And I think it was a mistake. By the way, right side is also big to play like that, but we are very low on this side, so it is not as important. Maybe if we had this stone a bit higher, then it would be more important to play on the right side. Generally here, black white here, we played here, and black invaded it. And I like this invasion very much. There are some possibilities to harass the black group, but now the upper left corner is much more urgent. We need to play there. We don't really want to give up those stones, so we need to fight. This is a normal sequence to get some strength. The idea is if what black will play here, then we can use the stone at e18. But now black already has two stones, so there is no possible continuation I can think of. So white is still weak. Probably it was better to just make something like that and try to surround. This way, white needs to escape, and black anytime has some exchanges he can make like that. So it will make the corner stronger, and I think black should have captured the stones, because the stone like at d18, because now the corner is strong, and in the game it was not as strong as it should be. So generally this is still a fight, but now we can see that after this, it is very important to capture this one, and I think black should do this. I know that white was afraid of this one, and now black will be disconnected, but at least we are strong in the corner, and this fight should be alright for black. In the game it was like this, so black connected, but there are now weaknesses in the shape, and it is hard to answer them. In the end, black had to give up a stone, and although the group in the corner is alive, white got this one, and white will get some eye space on the side. It will be hard for black now to attack the white group. like properly. Maybe in the future. For now, black comes back to this very big move at n15. And white took the corner. Taking the corner is big. This is a big sequence. But in this case, it does not make black weaker and does not really make white stronger. So it is only some points. And if it is only points, then I think it is not big enough. We have the whole right side to play. Now black can just add a move, maybe this, if we are ambitious, something like that. If we are less ambitious, but something to the right side. The game black played this one. I showed the similar move, but I think it would be better because it is further away from the strong group. Like we can consider this now, that is a strong group, so we don't need to play close to it. And I think it will be harder to reduce. If white will play like this, we can just connect. White will go too deep, maybe we can surround. Now we can just connect, but anything deeper will be very dangerous for white. So I think this is the move. In the game, we will see that white uses the weakness between these two groups because they are not as connected as we want to. In the game, white play here, and black play this one. If we just play here, then white will get some influence, and maybe white will be able to get something on the lower side. So we don't want to do that. But this cut is really not easy to do because there is this weakness, and white just immediately went for it. If we play like that, then white will cut, and it will be difficult. White can even do this immediately. And I am not sure if we will be able to kill the white group. So it would be risky. Maybe we can play it like that. In the game, black decided to play here, but now we are cut. And this cut is really good for white. We still can reduce a bit with this move. And there will be fight with this stone, but white is rather strong here, so it is hard to manage this fight for black. In the game, black showed some flexible thinking. I like it. We don't move out with the stones directly because it is very hard, but we use them as agi, and we start with another move. This is one of the ways to invade. This is a common shape in this Joseki. When white has this shape, often black will play like that, and white can play from the outside, but now black will just connect, and black will get a lot of black will take a lot of territory from white. But if white wants to fight, then maybe we will use the two stones here, and this happened in the game. So it's out. White needs to add a move to kill the two stones, and black will be able to get something on the side. This move is nice. If we don't do this, maybe it is hard to capture the stones. We cannot do this, but if we get this exchange, which is generally bad exchange for the corner, we lose a lot. Now we can capture, and this is very big. It is surely enough to compensate for the loss in the corner. So very nice idea. I like this. Normally bad move, but in this situation, exchange, and in the end black connected and white even added the move. I don't think this move was needed, but white did it. And generally, the sequence is not as bad as for black as we thought. Like we lost the two stones, but we got some territory here, and white does not have that many points on the lower side. So black takes another big move, But here it is very important to recognize where is the biggest potential and for each player. And this side is rather done for now, this also. But the lower side still can be developed. And White has some nice ideas that we can try. For example, lean on the group here to get some influence and make this lower side bigger. If White would manage to do that, then we can get a lot of points. So it is very important to prevent that. And how to do that for Black? Maybe just start with the move in this area. Maybe try to use the fact that this group is not really alive. So we can chase it a bit. Let's say White will answer. And now it is very difficult to get something big on the lower side. The game Black played here. And I think this is not the best way for White to make influence. It would be better to start maybe with this or this one. We need to think which one is better. Maybe this. And maybe instead of jumping, just this. Still there is weakness and Black needs to address it. If connect, then great. Not only we made our lower side bigger, but we also helped these stones. Very important. Here, for some reason, White started to play some endgame. If we wanted to leave now, like that, then it might make sense. And in this situation, maybe there is possibility for White to take away ice in the corner. I'm not sure if that works, but we can try. For example, I think it works like this and like this. There is only one eye, so Black can be still harassed in the future. So it was big, but this is not the move I would play now. And for Black, it is important if we want to get this one. If we can get this one, then maybe we are alive already. Black can play this one with this, and this. And how does it work? I don't think it works that well for Black, so maybe we cannot do this. But we need to think about it like that. Anyway, Black came back. White here. This is a big move, the big sequence, but still. Anything in this area is also very, very big. It's very important. Black played here and answered. White answered. And I don't like this answer. Why? Why not? Because it does not make White group stronger. Still, we don't have an eye there. It is only 4 points. And how many points can Black get there if we don't answer? Black is also alive in the corner, so we don't care about making him stronger. After this, we already got like 7 additional points, and we can get 2 more. So it will be like 9 points, move for 9 points. I think we have many moves that are worth more than 9 points. For example, anything in this area. It really should be more than 10 points. For sure, it will be. Even a move like that should be worth more than 10 points. Not big enough to connect. Now Black got the initiative in this area, and it will be hard for White to get anything bigger there. So White managed, but after this move, Black is also alive in the corner. I think, yes, so we don't care. Here Black was a bit careless and got cut. It was much better to play like that. Still we can cut the White group, but now it is not possible anymore. So it was a bit lucky for white to get this. And black got another big center endgame move. Like, this is very big, white needs to answer. And in the future, black will get this for free. So it is a big difference. Now we are in the endgame. The game is still close. We can see that white was not able to get a lot of points on the lower side. This is because we just neglected this side. Black takes important center moves. This was also center, and it was kind of center for both. If white would play this here, black needs to answer somehow. So it would be good. Maybe the best way to play would be first this one and this. Black needs to answer. It was all in center. I think in this endgame, white did not look for the center moves for one player or the other. I'm talking, for example, about this move that black played. Those are important moves. Also this one, but it was played a bit too soon, so I don't want to praise it too much. Anyway, the game continued. It is still a close game. And now black wanted to be a bit too smart and play this one, but there are so many weaknesses. We need to play solidly like that. If we don't, then this is just lost. Not only in one white get the stone, but also in center. And even in this situation, we can just give up the 2 stones and take the 4 stones like that. Like, this is great for white, a great result for white. So it was a bit careless from black. The game continued, but not many big points left, and in the end, white won. So, especially after this sequence. Before this sequence, it was still close, but after this one, it was ahead. One small additional thing. Like the game was played on under the AGA rules and with the 7.5 commie, and this is not a good setup for the Iglo game. We should play with 6.5 commie and the Japanese rules, which are used in Iglo. So just be careful about that. Anyway, to sum up, we should really appreciate this move. This is very important move in this shape. And now white needs to add a move on the side. If we don't, then it will be easy for black to go in there. If we have the strength, we play further away from it. And especially when the situation is complicated and we are like in Chuban or between Chuban and Yose, we need to find the important important side of the board. And in this case, the lower side was really important. We need to add a move. As black to reduce, we wrote there, and as white to make our possible territory bigger. And both players neglected it a bit. And at the end, when we have the endgame, this is especially for white, important remark. We need to find a find moves that has nice continuation. The best move have Moves have continuation for both players, but if only one player has a good continuation, it is still a big move. For example, this one. Like it was center for black, and it makes a difference of several points. So we need to double it because it is a reverse center. Center for only one player. He can play it with tempo. Very important to find moves like that. And the double center move is this one. It's very important to play double center moves in the end. If we don't, we will lose a lot. It's a lot. This is all from me. I hope you liked the review, and good luck with next games.